Get that fucking phone out of your hand and just smash it. You can fuck off too, bud.
Why is that?
Yeah. Piece of shit too, man. You get that fucking camera out of my face, bud.
No.
I've already
Don't touch me.
To get out of my face, remove it.
No.
Fuck, go.
It's a public space. Public space, lady.
I don't like you.
Okay. That's fine. You can not like me.
Hey, hey. Ho, ho. This motherfucker has got to go.
So now she's trying to block my camera, not realizing I've got the camera on my face.
I don't really care what you're doing.
It seems like you do.
I don't.
No?
No, I don't.
This is a crazy protester trying to block my shot for some reason. Not too sure what's going on with this lady's brain, but she seems to be threatened to physically assault me and smash my camera earlier.
No, that's not a threat. That's not a threat at all, bud.
Not a threat?
That's not a threat. No, that's not a threat.
I'm not coming. Now you're just coming up to block my stuff. Okay, this is good. I'll just get a shot. Hey! What are you... Am I back? Am I back? She just physically assaulted me and smashed my camera and tried to ruin my stream.
Ho ho! Nazi scum has got to go! Hey,
Who's the Nazi scum?
Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him. Ho ho! Nazi scum has got to go! Hey,
This kind of crazy one dancing there. Yeah, she physically assaulted me earlier. And she threatened, it was a threat. Now she's blowing smoke in my face. So earlier she threatened to smash my stuff, and then later she said, oh, it's not a threat. And then, sure enough, she goes for it. Now it's like some sort of chemical warfare now. I don't want your nasty breath in my face. You stink, lady. Wow. Nasty lefty breath. Ugh. Gross. Nasty leftist breath coming in my... Oh my God, it's like a leftist dragon following me around. Ah, assaulted with stank breath. Ah. Guys, these people are brutal. This is Dan Dix here reporting for Press for Truth. The clips that you just saw is just a small snippet of the insanity that I witnessed on Saturday while covering a protest in Vancouver that was organized by CATA, the Coalition Against Trans Antagonism, where members of CATA, along with members of ANTIFA, put on their masks, they got their signs made and ready to go, they had their bullhorns out. And what protest wouldn't be complete without some trans rights activist lunatic verbally, physically, and even chemically assaulting anyone who has a different opinion than what theirs might be? So you must be wondering what led up to that moment. Why was there so much hate and anger inside that woman directed at me? Well, I simply asked, if someone says that a biological woman is and always will be a woman, where's the hate in that statement? And this is what happens.
we're here to support charity sex workers, and we're here to show Megan Berkey that she really doesn't fucking matter, and anything she says is not true.
So what
Trans women are women.
What does she say specifically that you disagree with?
Well, everything.
Like
everything
what?
She talks about that trans women aren't women. Trans women are definitely women. Sex work is actually work. It's real fucking hard work, and it's important work. And Megan Berkey just hate speech, and it needs to end. It needs to end, and she needs to know that Vancouver's not going to let it happen. Toronto's not going to let it happen. Canada won't let it happen. So
But
she's got to go.
doesn't the community want inclusivity and for people to be accepting of others? But right.
We don't want racism, we don't want bigotry, and we don't want anyone putting down trans folks, and that's what Megan does. So no, there isn't any inclusivity for someone that's going to spew hate speech and racism and bigotry and nonsense. So there's no space for that. There's absolutely no space for someone to be that degrading to human life.
Right. So if it's an opinion that goes against your ideology,
it's not an opinion.
It's not.
What an opinion is saying something that you think, but it doesn't hurt a group of individuals.
Right.
It no longer becomes an opinion when you're putting down a whole group of people.
but by saying
She's trying to marginalize
why do you see it like that? Why do you see it as being hateful? If she says a biological woman is and always will be a woman, why does that?
Rip that fucking phone out of your hand and I'm just smash it. You can fuck off too, bud.
Why is that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Piece of shit too, man.
Why?
Oh.
Wow, triggered much? Isn't it interesting how they always call for inclusivity and they demand the acceptance of all? Yet when someone comes around with a different ideology than they have, or even just a different opinion, they become angry and aggressive and violent, and they try to shut you down. And having lefty dragon breath blown on me was pretty nasty, but perhaps what was even more annoying was when they were physically pushing me around and following me around with their bullhorns to try to drown out my voice. They can try to drown me out. See, this is exactly what we're talking about. This guy's following me around, just trying to drown out my live stream. How you doing? Let's just drown out his own speaker then. There we go. So that guy thought it was cool to drown me out, you know, with the blasting speaker in my ear. This is part of what we were talking about. You know, shutting down free speech. All I'm doing here is walking around with the camera reporting, and people keep kind of coming in on my conversation and just looking at my camera, and then they try to shut it down. They try to make noises so I can't, you know, continue to do what I'm doing. How do they not see that they are being the fascists that they claim everyone else is? You see what I mean? This is a perfect example. This is a perfect example. How's it going? Do you want to talk about what you're doing here today? You're looking very menacing. Why are you so angry? All right. You got me. See, I've been trying to do interviews. That's what she'll do. It's every time. This guy can't even do it anymore. They're crazy, guys. Crazy was perhaps an understatement. These guys are not only unhinged, they're downright violent and dangerous. That Antifa thug just pushed me. And this one right here was thrashing me around earlier. You think it's... Don't touch my stuff again.
Touching your stuff.
Yeah, you just did before. Yeah, don't do it again. It's like, remember when you used to fight with your brother and you'd be like, I'm not touching you, I'm not, but you're touching my arm. No, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. This is a child we're dealing with.
You guys need to get your cameras away.
This So the chant is trans women are women. I thought in their view, a trans woman is a man. I'm so confused by all this. I remember when, you know, I was born in the 70s, guys. I remember when it used to just be, you know, a transvestite is what you would call them. And it was men who liked to dress up as women. And everybody understood that. Everybody agreed, whatever, to each their own, fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. And people generally didn't really have a problem with it. But when they started saying, no, I am a woman. I am now saying that I am actually a woman. And the Canadian courts sided with this. That's where it became a problem for me. When it became law that I have to use specific gendered pronouns, that's when it became an issue for me. When they started threatening to take away children from parents for incorrectly using the preferred gender pronoun of their child, that's when I realized this has gone too far and it's too much for me. You know, the pendulum swung too far to the other side, where they've gotten the rights they've been looking for, and it's swung so far to the other side that now, I mean, my rights have been completely stripped. You know, I was blocked from Twitter by Jessica Yaniv for simply saying that a woman is not a man.
And at that point, my camera froze up, possibly from being smashed to the ground from Dragon Lady earlier on. But at any rate, my feed was over and my coverage ended. But I hope you were able to see the hypocrisy in their message. They don't want inclusivity and acceptance for all. They only want it for themselves. Saying that a biological man is not a woman should not be considered hateful, and it certainly doesn't deny trans people. The only thing being denied here is reality, by those who think they can change their genetic makeup or their chromosomes. If you want to be called Sally instead of Billy or vice versa, that's fine. I'll entertain that for you. I will call you any name you want to be called. But when you try to police my language, and you use the courts to force me to recognize you as something you are not, well, that's when I have to stand up for truth, I have to stand up for biology and science and morality, and quite frankly, for reality. My friends, I hope you agree. It's getting crazier and crazier out there, and I'm doing my best to bring some rationality to the situation, and I'm putting myself in harm's way. So if you appreciate my efforts to counter this cultural Marxist revolution right here on the front lines of the gender identity debate, please consider making a donation or joining as a member. Links are located on the screen or in the description below. It's crunch time, folks. The brainwashing goes deep, and we're going to have to do a lot to undo the mess we're currently in. So please, click the thumbs up button and share this video if you found the information to be useful, because we cannot allow our rights to incrementally be taken away by these so-called trans activists who are really just a cancer on society. Thanks for watching, my friends. That's all for today. Stay tuned for more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.